I'm Peter Hurley, and I am a headshot photographer based out of New York, and I'm so psyched that you guys are here in my studio. You take pictures for them to be seen, don't you? We want to look at it. I want to show it to others. I want the person I shot to look at it. I want all their friends to look at it. I want it to secure attention. In order to do that, your picture has to have something special. For me, it's based on expression. Do you see how there's something that I'm latching onto that has a higher lookability in this image than some of the others? Like I'm drawn into it.
As photographers, I think we spend a lot of time focusing on our lighting and our gear, but in many cases we completely overlook our subjects. But Peter notices every little detail, and he knows exactly what to tell his clients to make them look their best, and that's really what this tutorial is all about.
Now, since you've got one shoulder coming forward, I want you to drop your left shoulder towards the ground to get that jawline. There you go. Now I want you to jam the forehead out, Egyptian it a little bit, karate chop to the face though. Now nose this way with the finger. That's amazing. Now give me my squinch. Close the mouth, tiny smile. There you go, good. There you go. It's like doing really this. Weird. It's like doing this. Like that. It's really weird.
This tutorial is really about making people look their best. He wants you to have his eye for details, but before you even get to that level, you have to have the fundamentals down pat. And of course, that's the camera settings and the lighting. And so that's where we begin with this tutorial.
So we just finished the women's lighting, right? So now I still got it set up. So Dan came in, I figured why the heck not use it? And we're gonna shoot something like this, and then I'm gonna go and show you exactly the transition into my men's lighting.
Of course, Peter's known for his constant light setup, and years ago that was KinoFlows, now it's his Flex system. But you don't have to go out and spend a bunch of money on these constant lights that Peter uses. He also teaches how you can get a similar look just with natural light, and also a similar look with small speed lights.
So I want to give you some options to go from free light, natural light, to a lower cost setup than say a Flex kit, or going into strobes. The strobes I use are the Pro Photos. So here you can go into your middle ground if you need to with the speed light setup. We're going to start with one light, we're going to go to two, and then we're going to go to three, and I'm going to show you all that. My attention to detail went through the roof when I started teaching, so now I see these things and I'm able to pinpoint them and draw them out and show you point blank, this is what's going on, this is what's wrong, this is what's right. See how the lip touches in the center and it touches here and there's all this space? That's my fault for shooting that picture. I should have had her smush her lips together or take them apart, one or the other. You work one way or the other with these. Or if it's tiny, let's just say we like this shot, right? I don't really like it, the mouth's a little bit off, but see this space? Easily retouchable, no problem. You got me?
In the first tutorial, it was 4 hours and it primarily focused on coaching. In this tutorial, I think we're at 10 hours or more, and so it really gives Peter the chance to talk about a lot of subjects that he didn't cover at all in the first tutorial.
We talk about women's hair and all the different styles that you can do with it. We talk about minimizing weight on heavier clients. We talk about dealing with odd facial features and how to diminish or accentuate certain facial features. We talk about shooting with kids.
So Penelope's got a ton of energy. Let's go out there and figure out how we can settle her in, get her to focus on the camera and stay in one spot for a little bit so I can get some shots in. Her energy's phenomenal and I love every bit of it, but if I put this, see how she just did something cute without, like, gives her something to do with her hands? You're kidding me. How cute is that? Now we're talking. That's adorable. The problem that we have stems from the fact that we have a human being in front of our camera and we want to take the best picture that we can of them. That's exactly what this is about. I see the haze just a little bit. Can you go chin down just a touch? Right there. That little bit makes a huge difference, and I want you to watch the difference between these two. Guys, you're gonna see a bunch of stuff. You're gonna see me with challenging clients. You're gonna see me with amazing clients that make your job easy. Everything that I could possibly think of, I plastered in here for you guys to absorb, take in, and spit back out in your own way.
So many photographers tell their client to smile or say cheese or something really goofy like that, and what that creates is that really fake, contrived expression. Peter is against all of that. He never wants to tell them what to do with their face. Instead, what he's doing is he's putting them in a position, and then by saying certain things, he's drawing emotion out of them. So he might tell them to squinch a little bit, But then what he's going to do is he's going to make some comment that makes them completely forget about the squinching, and all of a sudden he gets that realistic smile that you would never be able to get just by asking somebody to smile.
Good. All right, well, pigeon toe your feet slightly. There you go, just like that. Now, just without moving your feet, I want you to touch your knees together. I don't want you to think that you have to watch this tutorial and act like me in front of your clients. That's just not possible. I'm me, you're you. What I do want you to do is I want you to get a sense of my attention to detail. I want you to gain that for yourself. This is a trick, guys. So the teeth go a little bit this way. So if I shoot her with her nose on this side, pointed towards camera left, the teeth appear straight, and the gum is lower on this side than it is on this side, I think. Look, the gum's lower over here than over here. So if I go this side, I get less gum and straight teeth.
I never knew how many details there were when it came to getting the perfect expression out of somebody. I mean, Peter will purposefully make somebody crack up, but his goal is not to capture the laughter. It's to capture the realistic smile that happens as that huge laughing smile starts to diminish.
You gotta drive that laughter in that face. Out over here, you get them in this area, and you're sliding them back in. As you stop laughing, you're still got the energy of the smile in your body. The lip starts to come down, the smile gets more, and I shoot through that. So let's see if I got anything where the lips started to subside.
You may think that this only has to do with actors' headshots or corporate portraits of people. And honestly, that's kind of what I thought years ago before I really started working with Peter. But what I've realized is that this stuff really isn't about headshots at all. It's just about making the person in front of your camera feel as comfortable as they possibly can. And then in turn, you're going to get the best images of them possible.
As humans, confidence comes from the eyes, so does fear. So deer in the headlights is big, confidence is squinching, which we now know. Approachability comes from the mouth. So if the mouth's flat, no approachability. You add a hint of a smile, there's some approachability there. So when you add the two together, you have lethal combination.
So whether you're shooting weddings, portraits of kids or families, or you're shooting fashion photography, it really doesn't matter. As long as you're shooting another person, all of this stuff applies.
By the end of this class, you're gonna take some killer, consistent headshots that's gonna give you a boost in confidence when you're behind your camera, which in turn is gonna put your subject's trust in you, and it's gonna increase their belief in you, which is gonna make them chill out, relax, and give you the best expressions that you could possibly imagine, and voila.
Hands on hips isn't that great. If the hands go down, it's okay, like your hands are down. So if the bottom of the frame's like this, the arm's going out on an angle. Do you see that? Mm-hmm. This angle right here.
Yep.
This angle. Watch when you hold your sub.
Oh my God.
I mean, you love that.
I love it.
High five.
That
There
was
we go.
fantastic.
Of course you love that. How do you feel about my knowledge base teaching you stuff like this? You feel like I know what I'm talking about?
Oh, absolutely.
That's the key. You got it? That's all I want you, I want your subject to believe in you so that they listen to you and know what you're talking about. If I have other tricks like this, you want to know what they are, right?
I want them all.
Absolutely.
The thing is that humans are unpredictable, right? They're your wild card. I don't want your lighting to be your wild card. I don't want your technique to be your wild card. I want that nailed down, right? The human is the wild card.
He's getting more comfortable because the shots are good, and I think the mouth's gonna look a lot better. I'm gonna give him a couple tips for that. Now, so leave space like that. Now pull a hint of a smile. Like that, and see how you pull one way first? That's really cool. Did you see that? Now pull the other side. Now see how weird that feels?
Yeah.
You have to do that in there and believe it looks good.
Like that.
Yeah, but see how you're in front of a mirror? Over there you're not in front of a mirror?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be your mirror.
I don't believe that Peter Hurley has ever shared what he does with retouching, and he has several different retouchers that work with him. So it was really important for us to bring in Damian Battinelli to show you the exact retouching that Peter likes on every single image that you see.
And another thing I can do to make things look a little more seamless again is draw in new hairs. So they are fake flyaways. And it just makes things look a little more natural.
So Something else that Peter wanted to go over was the business side of things. If you're just getting into headshot photography, you may not have any idea what you even want to charge at the beginning. Peter goes through all of that. And then if you're already established and you're looking for ways to streamline your business, he also goes into his client proofing practices. So you can figure out the easiest way to take pictures of new clients, get them up online, and have your clients go through the process of buying the images, retouching the images, and printing the images without ever having to speak with you again.
So one of the best things that I ever implemented price-wise was a really deep discount on returning clients. So it's $3,000 to work with me now. It's $1,000 to come back for the rest of your career, for the rest of your life, for as long as you want. Now I have changed over the years. When I was 1,100, it was $375, you know, and then went up slowly. But anyway, it's $1,000 to come back, and the people who pay me the $3,000 are very happy to come back and pay $1,000. And it's worked out really well.
Like every tutorial Fstoppers produces, this is a digital download, which means you can pay for it and instantly start downloading every file to your computer. And then you can sync everything to multiple devices, whether it be your phone, your computer, or you can stream it on your TV. Our goal is to make this content as easy to watch as possible.
With all of the tutorials in the Fstoppers store, we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. And if you're not taking the best headshots of your career after watching this tutorial, feel free to let us know and we will happily give you your money back.
I think we got the best deal in the world where I'm sitting behind a camera, I press the button and I get paid for what I do. Who's got a better deal than that? I want you to be able to do that if you're not already. And if you are doing it already, my goal for my entire headshot crew team this year is to make more money in headshot photography than ever before. And there's a ton of people doing it because right now it's hot. The headshot genre just exploded and continues to explode. Every entrepreneur needs to have a headshot for their personal brand. Who's gonna take them? You. You're gonna take them.